What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Manin's Minute. So there's so much going on in the world these days. A lot of tensions are high and people are making snap decisions because of feelings instead of common sense. Common sense is a huge concept here. I mean, if something sounds completely crazy and completely outlandish, fact check it. Don't just assume it must be true. And when I say fact check, I don't mean go to a website that is biased and then be like, oh, there it is, it's true. For instance, if you see something in the news that is anti-Trump, for instance, don't go to CNN to see if it's true. Just like the opposite, if you see something that is pro-Trump, don't go to Fox News to see if it's true. Why? Because CNN is biased and so is Fox News, but on two opposite ends of the spectrum. You need to get the whole story and then go from there. So where can you do this? There are numerous methods and ways to get the whole story and unbiased opinions on every subject, regardless of what it is. I personally use different AI platforms that I know are unbiased, for instance. That's just my method and it works extremely well. Depending on the information you're trying to fact check, you can find a reliable source very easily. But by all means, don't just take something that sounds completely out of whack at face value and decide it must be true because of the echo chamber it currently resides in. I challenge you to fact check and be that devil's advocate, especially when it comes to politics, religion, and the occult world. Now let's talk occult and critical thinking. Critical thinking is one of those things that sounds boring until you realize how badly you need it. The second people hear the phrase, they picture some guy in glasses standing at a chalkboard using words nobody says in real life. But honestly, critical thinking is not some stiff academic trick. It's just the ability to slow down for a second, look at something clearly, and ask, does this actually make sense? That's it. It's not about becoming cold, robotic, or cynical. It's about learning how to think instead of just react. And let me tell you right now, this matters everywhere in life, but it matters a whole lot in the occult world and witchcraft communities. Why? Because we deal with mystery, we deal with symbolism, we deal with intuition, energy, signs, personal experience, spirits, dreams, omens, rituals, psychic impressions, old teachings, and sometimes some pretty wild claims from people who sound really confident. That kind of world can be beautiful, it can be inspiring, it can also become an absolute train wreck if people don't know how to think clearly. Let's be real here. In spiritual communities, and especially online, people will say just about anything. They'll say a candle flame means this, a crow means that, a headache means you were cursed, a bad dream means somebody hexed you, a breakup means Mercury retrograde destroyed your love life. Somebody sees a shadow out of the corner of their eye and suddenly they think they have a demon in the hallway and need to spend $300 on somebody's emergency spiritual cleansing package. Come on now. This is exactly where critical thinking needs to walk through the door and sit everybody down for a minute. Because not every strange feeling is magic. Not every bad day is a curse. Not every emotional moment is a sign from spirit. And not every person online who says they are a high priestess, initiated elder, or psychic seer, or a shadow walker, or dragon rider, or a moon oracle, or whatever title they made up last Thursday, actually knows what they're talking about. That may sound harsh, but it's true. Critical thinking helps you ask the basic questions. Where did this idea come from? Is this person speaking from real experience, or are they just repeating something they heard on TikTok? Does this line up with history, common sense, and what I already know? Is there another explanation that is more likely? Am I seeing what is really there, or am I just scared, excited, or desperate for an answer? Those questions can save you a lot of nonsense, and I do mean a lot, because one of the easiest things in the world is to get swept up in emotion. We have all done it. You see a dramatic video, you read a spooky post, somebody shares a thread saying there's a dangerous spiritual attack happening to light workers all over the country, and now everybody's panicking, posting protection spells, and talking like the astral plane is on fire. Meanwhile, half the time, nobody stops and asks where the story even started. Nobody checks the source. Nobody pauses. Everybody just jumps. That is not wisdom. That's reaction. Critical thinking teaches you to stop handing your mind over to every loud voice that comes along. It also helps you protect your spiritual path from becoming a mess of fear and fantasy. Now listen, I'm not saying mystery is not real. I'm not saying intuition is fake. And I'm not saying spirits, magic, ritual, and strange experiences should all be explained away into nothing. Not at all. I'm an occult-minded person. I understand full well that these are things in this world that do not fit neatly into a little box. But just because mystery exists does not mean we should throw our brains in the trash. That's where people get twisted up. Some folks act like critical thinking is the enemy of spirituality. Like if you question something, you're somehow less psychic or less magical and less open and less evolved. That's ridiculous. In my opinion, critical thinking actually makes your path stronger. Why? Because when you stop blindly believing every little thing, what remains has more weight. It has more meaning. It has more value. You start separating genuine experience from emotional fog, superstition, and internet nonsense. That's healthy. And honestly, it's needed now more than ever because we live in a time where information moves at lightning speed, but truth doesn't. That right there is one of the biggest problems of this modern age. People can make a post, create a fake quote, invent a story, cut a video, manipulate an image, throw some intense music behind it, and within hours, thousands of people believe it. They share it because it sounds right. They share it because it supports what they already think. They share it because it made them mad or scared or excited. But they do not actually know if it's actually true. This happens in the political arena nowadays more than anything else. And if you think the occult scene is in a bad way right now with nonsense being tossed around willy-nilly loaded down with, fake news, whatever, well, the political world is 10 times worse. That's dangerous in politics. It's dangerous in medicine. It's dangerous in religion. And yes, it's very dangerous in occult spaces too, because false information can shape real choices. A person might avoid getting actual medical help because somebody online told them all anxiety is psychic attack. Another person might stay in a bad relationship because a tarot reader told them their suffering is part of a sacred soul contract. Somebody else might waste years following a teacher who sounds impressive but is really just controlling people with spooky language, made-up lineage claims, and vague promises of hidden power. This is why critical thinking matters. It helps you keep one foot on the ground while your head is in the stars. That's how it should be. You can be spiritual and still ask for evidence. You can believe in magic and still question people. You can honor intuition and still use reason. These things do not cancel each other out. They help balance each other. Think of it like this. Intuition without critical thinking can become gullibility. Critical thinking without intuition can become dry and lifeless. But when you have both working together, now you're getting somewhere. Now you're paying attention. Now you're actually seeing. And seeing clearly is a huge part of any real spiritual path. If you're always looking for signs, eventually everything becomes a sign. If you're always expecting attack, eventually everything becomes a threat. If you're always searching for mystical meaning in every dropped spoon, flickering light, or weird dream, you can very easily lose perspective. Sometimes a candle flickers because candles flicker. Sometimes your mood is off because you're tired. Sometimes your divination feels muddy because you're emotionally wrapped up in the outcome. And by the way, that does not make you a bad witch, a weak psychic, or a failure on the path. It makes you human. Critical thinking reminds us to be human first. It teaches us humility too, and that's another thing a lot of people don't want to hear. Sometimes we're wrong. Sometimes we misread things. Sometimes we want an answer so badly that we force meaning where there is none. Sometimes our fear paints the picture before we have even looked at the wall. Critical thinking gives us the ability to admit that. It gives us the power to say, hold on, let me take a step back and look at this again. That's not weakness, that's maturity. And let's go a little further here. Critical thinking is not only for avoiding lies from other people, it's also for checking ourselves. That part's huge because it's easy to talk about fake teachers, fake news, fake psychics, fake gurus, and all of the junk floating around online. But sometimes the person we need to examine is actually ourselves. Why do I believe this? Why am I so attached to this idea? Why does this claim feel good to me? Am I being honest, or am I just choosing the version of reality that comforts me the most? And wow, and that one can sting a bit. But it's necessary, because a person who cannot question themselves can be led anywhere. And in this day and age, with algorithms feeding people what they already agree with online communities becoming echo chambers, and with attention spans getting shredded into tiny little pieces, being able to step back and think clearly is almost a spiritual discipline in itself. It takes effort now. It takes discipline to not instantly believe the headline. It takes discipline to not share the dramatic post. It takes a discipline not to build your whole worldview on a meme, a reel, or some breathless thread written by a stranger with a ring light and a nice backdrop. You've got to ask questions. You've got to compare sources. You've got to sit with things before swallowing them whole. And yes, that applies to me, to you, and to everybody. In witchcraft and occult communities, this can make the difference between a grounded practitioner and somebody who gets dragged all over the place by every trend, every rumor, and every spooky claim that blows with the wind. One person learns, studies, reflects, tests things, keeps notes, questions results, and grows deeper over time. Another person chases every shiny thing they see online and ends up confused, fearful, and dependent on louder personalities to tell them what reality really is. That's why critical thinking is not some optional side dish. It's a part of the meal. It helps you make educated decisions. It helps you stay safe. It helps you avoid manipulation. It helps you grow into your path with honesty. And maybe most important of all, it helps you see the world with clearer eyes. And in a world full of noise, confusion, spin, and performance, fakery, and people trying to sell you certainty in a bottle, clear sight is a gift. So yes, trust your gut, listen to your intuition, honor your spiritual experiences, explore the mystery, walk the path, light the candle, cast the circle, read the cards, speak to the gods, do all of that if it's part of your life. But also think. Ask questions, check sources, slow down, be willing to say maybe, be willing to say I do not really know about that as of yet, be willing to say that sounds deep, but does it actually hold up? Because that right there is not being negative, that's not killing the magic, it's not disrespecting spirit, that's using the mind you are given, and frankly in this world today you better use it and use it wisely.